The forest path winds down to a familiar tree. This wasn't how you got here before. Last time the path led to... to what? It's hard to remember. Your head hurts just thinking about it. Don't get too lost in your own thoughts, the big mimic suggests. Why is it still there? Don't the mimics usually disappear into the surroundings after saying their piece? I'll tell you more about the chaos to take your mind off of the existential panic you're spiraling. This is part 3 of the Chaos LARP story. Part 2 is linked in the description. The start of Chaos. This is some background information on the plot, things that the players never knew but are important to the story. I'm going to tell you about the villain of the story, the chaos-obsessed nefandous mage Guy Bord. I named him that as a clue, because Guy Debord was a philosopher that used the absurd as a spectacle to express discontent with society. No one got the reference, but there aren't a lot of people who find themselves lost down the rabbit hole of nihilism versus existentialism versus absurdism. Anyway, Guy loved dabbling in things he shouldn't, testing boundaries and attempting to upend anything that stood as a societal norm, no matter the society in question. To him, everything was better if it was unraveling into chaos. So you have this super powerful, immortal madman hanging out in the worm-corrupted areas of the Deep Umbra. And along comes a bane of cunning who is sick and tired of getting their ass handed to them by guru who consider themselves the quote-unquote good guys. So this little green bird asks the crazy chaos mage for a way to tip the scales to disrupt the balance. Guy is happy to help and gets to work creating the plot's magic McGuffin, the Chaos Stones. To make these 3 stones, he took the raw destructive power of the worm, the raw creative power of the wild, and wrapped them in a matrix of pure weaver energy. These stones allowed the wielder to achieve their greatest desires at the cost of their own mental and physical well-being. He gave one to the Bane Whippoorwill and kept the other 2 for himself. He wasn't sure what he'd use them for, but they were a fun project and had endless possibilities. On Whippoorwill's side of things, everything was going great until she got beat down by the PCs and the stone was stolen. I think that's enough of my storytelling for now. If you want to face what you can't remember, it's just beyond your sight. If you'd rather not deal with it, just continue on as you are. Like and follow so you don't miss the next part of my story or your journey.